Hello, everybody. Welcome to Soapy. I am Greg Rikaart.
You're so welcoming, Greg. I'm Rebecca Budig, and welcome to Soapy.
Today, our guest is the incredible three-time Emmy-winning actress Michelle Stafford, who plays Phyllis Summer Romalotti Abbott Newman Stark on The Young and the Restless.
Oh my God, you finally got it right. He's been practicing that, everyone, in case you wondered. She also played Nina Reeves on General Hospital, where I worked with her. And
look, there she is.
oh yeah,
I love her so much.
she is pretty amazing. I love Michelle for so many reasons.
Me too.
But I love that she's a gal's gal, a guy's gal. She's kind of like, she can hang with pretty much anybody.
Yeah, and she's a force of nature, on camera and off camera. I don't think Michelle knows how to not make a meal of whatever storyline she's in, whether she's front and center or even if she's just peripherally involved. She's just incredible. And
I don't know, she's very captivating. We're going to find out how captivating she is when we come back with Michelle Stafford, who plays Phyllis Summers Romalotti Abbott Newman Stark. Thank you on The Young and the Restless. I got it. Woo! See you in a minute. Welcome, Michelle Stafford.
Welcome to Soapy.
Do you have 100 different last names? This is just Michelle Stafford.
No, just Michelle Stafford.
That's it.
Just one.
You stop there.
Wait, who's the Stark?
Jeremy Stark.
Oh, you married Jeremy Stark.
She did marry him. It was James Hyde.
That's right.
And they were married for not a long time because Phyllis ended up murdering him in self-defense.
Self-defense. Well, it was funny when I saw that because I was like, who's the Stark? And I couldn't figure it out. But that's also my character's last name.
Is it?
Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Leo
So I was like,
Stark,
maybe-
right?
I
Leo?
didn't know
Is that
that.
your name?
Leo
know.
Stark.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew that.
So maybe we are married.
Maybe.
I think this is the first time that we've had a guest that we
Yeah.
both...
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
what
But
I've
I was
heard.
saying that we didn't really have scenes together.
We didn't. We didn't have
But we got
scenes
to work together, and I'd see you in
We
the halls.
got-
and
we were in the hallway.
You'd regale me into your dressing
Into my
room, and we
dressing
would
room.
talk about stuff.
We would. I know. I had a good dressing room. It was right in the middle. It was right
It was in the
the
hubbub.
epicenter.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody would pass by it, and every now and then, like, people would go out to the hall to have a quiet, personal relationship, and I could totally hear them.
Oh my God!
So give us an example of,
tell us, what'd you hear?
Oh, it's yesterday's news.
Oh, okay.
It's yesterday.
At General Hospital.
You can't tease us like that.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you after.
What was it like working with Greg?
It
Horrible.
was heaven. It was heaven.
That's
Oh,
what I say.
God.
Yeah,
My favorite.
you know, Greg, I'm just going to
Go
cut you
ahead.
off. I've told many people this. Greg is probably there. I used to say you were my favorite person on the planet, but I have children.
I'm still
now
top
I'm
10?
saying, like, but you're
there?
like, you're here.
Why?
You're here.
Why? I want to
under
know
my
why.
children.
I want to know why.
Because he's him. For the same reason that you love him. I mean, because he's joy. He's joy on a stick.
Hey.
He's joy on a stick.
Joy
I think
on
the
a
same,
stick.
I think the same thing about you. I truly do. And you know, and a testament to that is that we are still peeps. We're still friends. We still hang, even though we haven't worked together in a minute.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said about you when we were talking about you before you came out,
really?
out
What'd
here?
you
Yes.
say?
Lots
But I
of
was
things.
saying the one thing that I think is so unique about you and so amazing about you, Michelle, is that you are a girl's girl. Like you are a solid woman. Like you've got someone's back. I always feel like
that's
you're
really
kind of a
nice.
solid gal.
Yeah.
And like I could call you out of the blue and be like, I need you. You'd be like, I'm there. What do you need?
I mean,
I gotcha.
Well, I really would too, because you wouldn't do that. So if you
What?
were, no,
What?
but
I
if you
wouldn't
were
do
to
that.
call me and say I need you, I'd be like, shit is bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
get that.
Right? Like
But-
you had to go down a list of 10 to get to me.
maybe-
I'd be like,
No,
I gotta
you-
go.
I ignored the call, but you picked up.
But you really are like so good to your female friends, and then you also are the kind of girl that can hang with the guys and talk about sports and like
That's
have a
true.
beer and like
A beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
And fart.
yeah, all of that. You can fart here if you want.
You do that?
I'd love to. Thank you.
Oh my God! No, you're incredible, and you're also. We can just go on and on about how
Okay,
great
I
you
know
are,
this
but
is a love fest.
but
I know,
you're.
thank
stop.
you.
But okay, let's go back. Let's take it back.
Yeah,
a
let's
little
go
bit.
back.
So how did this all start for you? When did you know?
This, our relationship.
How did this day? Let's start here, and then just end here. Let's just do this.
Yeah.
No, but like, where did you get the bug, and how did you get your start?
Weren't you
And-
modeling?
acting.
Weren't you modeling first?
I was a supermodel. Super.
on the cover of?
Every
They're actually,
on the cover of.
oh my God, I just found one of my covers, and I think it was my first one, and it was a magazine, a San Bernardino magazine called Inland Empire.
Oh God.
Oh my God,
You
it's
made it.
so
You made it.
amazing. It's
What are
so
you doing
amazing.
on it?
I'm just going, and it's so awesome. You know, where I like to like put these pictures out and say, this is when I was a supermodel. I'm joking.
Oh yeah.
And people, I hope they know that
you
I'm
know
not
Christy Turlington?
serious, right?
They're like-
oh yeah, you are. But that one's so horrific that I can't even goof on, because I like to goof on myself,
Yeah.
right?
It's good to have a
can't
sense of humor about yourself.
It's so bad. Oh my God. But yeah,
How old
I
were you?
modeled.
How
I
old were
modeled
you? You were young.
when I was modeling?
Yeah.
I started at 19. I had a brain tumor, right?
Yes, we were gonna ask you about
Oh,
that.
you were going to talk about? I had a brain tumor, and then
Just
after
get rid
I
of
had
this card. Hold
I'm
on.
sorry, I screwed up your vibe. I know.
God, you're way ahead of us, Michelle.
Shit.
Now what are we going to talk about?
But I had it taken out, and I do recall.
You were 18 or 19 at that point.
I had just turned 19. And you know what? It's so funny. Because when I found out it was a brain tumor, thing that upset me the most was getting my hair shaved off. I'm 19, and I wanted to model, and this was gonna not work out for me well with that kind of head. I felt. No disrespect.
I get it. You had an idea of how you
but
wanted to look.
I had my priorities.
San Bernardino
Clearly.
magazine wasn't
I
gonna.
had- right. I mean, I had a brain tumor on my hair. I had my priorities. I found a doctor that just shaved this part, and so I could part it
yeah.
on the other side. So anyway, I remember when I was being wheeled down, and I remember the feeling of going nothing. I cry because it's a very profound moment for me, but I just thought nothing will ever be this hard.
I'm just kidding.
You had a fucking brain tumor.
I know.
No, I'm kidding.
But you're here,
No, I
and I
just
know
thought
that-
nothing will ever
seriously.
be this bad.
Yes.
I ever thought nothing in my life from here on out will ever be this bad. But that's not true. There would be worse things than.
But that is
what I was
terrifying,
experiencing.
by the
But
way.
it was at the time, and so I just thought. So after that, I had this kind of weird sort of. I gotta jump out of planes. I gotta just fly to Italy and see what happens. And so that was going on. Then-
Immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
You knew that it was a non-cancerous tumor, but it must have been like a scary surgery.
You kind of we thought so. You don't know until you go in.
I see.
And get it out,
And
right?
so they did think it was cancer when they went in.
Oh, God.
For a couple days, and it came back benign. Thank goodness. Yeah, I don't think it would have been a great thing.
Yeah.
Do they know what caused that?
No.
But you were basically, in your mind, probably at 19, you're facing
I was like,
death
I'm gonna be
or something,
fine.
right?
I'm gonna be fine. I'm
no.
gonna get this taken. Oh no, the opposite. My parents everybody around me was tripping out. I'm like, oh, we'll just take it out. We'll just cut it out. They'll just open my brain like they had to take my face off. And
What?
we had 3 doctors in there. We had the brain surgeon, the ophthalmologist, because they were going to cut through
funny.
things that I could possibly be blind in my left eye, and then they had to take my face off and put it back on. You didn't think this was going to go here. You didn't think it was going to go here, did you?
Oh my God.
And so, it was a big deal. I think now it's a pretty different surgery, but yeah. So I just thought we'll just do that. It's a bump in the road, and we'll move on. So I'm glad it actually worked out the way it did. Oh, I'm not trying to trivialize anybody's.
No, but then you got out of surgery and you were like, I got to do things that I haven't
gotta
done,
do things.
right?
I gotta go.
So
I flew to
you were
Italy
thinking
all
that it could've-
alone.
Wow.
And I knew nobody. My mom had been there the month earlier and went to an agency and brought my book in. And then they said, yeah, tell her to come. And so then I just like appeared and yeah, I didn't know how to say anything. I just knew ciao. And
Oh my God.
yeah, and that's like what I started doing. I just started jumping out of planes.
Good.
And now I'm afraid again because I have children.
You have children. It
See, I
changes.
wasn't
I know,
afraid.
I know.
Now I have
I know.
children and I'm afraid.
I'm afraid of everything.
It's ridiculous.
I know.
But maybe
It's so
the
true.
lesson to be learned in all this, right, is finding that part of you again and instilling that in your kids. Because wouldn't it be great?
The jumping
Wouldn't-
out of planes part.
Yeah, wouldn't
Yeah.
it be great if it didn't take the brain tumor to get you to sort of have that freedom?
Yeah, it would have been nice. It would have been nice. Yeah. I mean, I think
And
that
it's
I
still-
have that freedom in my work.
Yes,
you guys
for
do
sure.
too. You have that freedom of like, fuck it, let's just like do it.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, beyond
like
that-
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that when we work together.
Yeah.
We've never worked together.
I know.
But I feel that about you.
I feel that about you.
Yeah, I feel
Well,
that about you. that-
just to bring it back to work for a second, you never just like look at a scene and say, okay, I'm going to say what's here. It's like, what else can we do? How can we make what is
okay.
here sing?
Yeah.
And really sort of like,
Well, that's how I memorize it first by conceptually knowing what I want in the scene. And then, like, because the words, of course, even though we're saying them, they're not really what's really going on. I saw this great Mike Nichols interview. I think he was on the he was somewhere, Charlie Rose or the Actors Studio, but he said that he looks at the script in the first read and says, what's really going on in this
Yeah.
scene? And I think that is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Like what's really happening. Even in like conversations with your mate, it's you're saying the thing, but like what are you really saying?
yeah, what's the A to B?
Yeah.
Where do we want to be by the end of this conversation?
Yeah, right?
So you started acting. You got Phyllis, I think, what, in the early 90s?
At the end of 94.
Yeah. You
How
got
many years
Phyllis.
after Italy? After your
Right.
I think 5.
okay. So
94?
were you modeling in Italy for like a couple of years and then came back here to
I was modeling in Italy and
and
Japan.
the Inland Empire?
And San Bernardino.
San Bernardino.
Let's not forget.
You know what that reminds me of when we're like on our shows, right? That take place in these fictional cities. So it's like Paris, Milan, New York, Genoa City.
Oh my God, I know.
It's like you're in Milan and Paris
so true.
and in
Right.
the Inland Empire.
Right.
I know, right? Genoa City. And you got to really imbue it with like
Yeah.
a
It's like a
vibe.
megapolis, yeah.
Yeah, Salem. But Salem's vibey.
Yeah,
We're
but
in
it's
Los
like,
Angeles, so.
And-
that's right,
yeah,
you're in
you're in
LA.
Los Angeles. Okay.
Or Port
But
Charles.
there's only
like
one
there-
restaurant in Los Angeles.
There's only one restaurant you go
Il
to.
Giardino. That's
even,
it.
even on your new stages?
Yeah, it's a one. It got bigger.
And what is it like making out with Torsten? I mean,
there's
he's a homie.
segue.
He's a super homie.
There's
He's
a segue.
super
We
homie.
both love you. We've
Yeah.
talked about
Love him.
our mutual love
Yeah.
for you. Well, I will be honest. At first, it felt like kissing my brother because
I know, right? Isn't that weird?
I have known him for so
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
That at first it was just like, oh, what are we doing? What are we
Yeah.
doing? It felt like weird to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
But it's fun. He is amazing.
So much fun to work with.
He's so
yeah.
much fun to work with. Did you work with him?
Well,
ever?
he was on my web
Oh,
series.
he was on your web
Yeah.
series. That's right.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I loved
Yeah.
that.
Wasn't he funny?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that, but we can talk about it now
Well,
since
let's
we
talk about
brought
it
it
now.
up.
Because we,
Whenever you want.
my God.
I already blew your
We're all-
show.
I mean, you
by
just
bringing
brought
that
up
up and bringing up the brain tumor.
I mean,
for
and
God's
you brought up
sake.
brain
Torsten
tumor was in here,
out of
I
the
promise
blue.
you.
Oh my God.
But wait, no, but we
What's
actually,
it like to make out with Torsten?
we had a
He'll love
fan.
that I said
We
that.
had a fan who asked specifically about the Stafford project and whether or not it was coming back. Are you going to do any more of them ever again?
The Stafford Project was a web series. For those that don't know, it's a web series that Michelle created, wrote, produced.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did
The only
it
thing I
all.
didn't do was direct. And I wrote it with my friends, Paige Dorian,
Oh, that's right.
Paige Long, and their writing team, and they coined themselves the Pages.
Mm-hmm.
And we wrote it together and produced it together. Yeah. So, and they directed it. And Paige was actually on it as my best friend.
Okay, so are you going to do it again?
Oh,
Do you want to?
You know, we discussed doing it again. They're producers. You know, they're, and the only reason we haven't is because we're all busy.
Yeah. Wait, think about a show like The Comeback, the Lisa Kudrow series. They do like an episode and then 10 years, a season, then 10 years later they do another season.
So genius.
So you can do it like that.
We could. I think it's, we talk about it all the time.
Okay.
You're busy though. We were on Y&R, and then she went off and did an Aaron Spelling show.
Oh yeah.
For what?
Right, with
13 was it 13 seasons or episodes?
13 seasons.
Seasons.
She wouldn't be here.
13 episodes.
She'd be back in
seasons.
Italy.
I mean, come on now.
Okay, I got it wrong. It was 13 episodes. Anyway.
Yeah, 13. Well, 13 episodes we shot, and only 6 aired. My favorite story in the world, and I've told it, after the 5th show, they replaced us on the 6th show with a show called When Good Animals Go Bad. They replaced us.
So you knew.
And they got just slightly better ratings than we did. And I remember telling Finola, we're done. And she was like, oh, no, we've already shot. She would hate me right now, doing her accent. We've already shot 13. No.
Oh, was she on it too?
Yeah, that's where our love affair started. My best friendship with
God.
Finola.
I didn't know that's where it started.
Yeah, that's where it started.
Okay.
I mean, I had met her through Ian, because I knew Ian first. I had met her. But yes, our love affair.
Ian Buchanan, who is also
my best friendship.
These are daytime
These are our
actors.
homies.
Finola Hughes and Ian Buchanan.
Yeah.
Yes. And I knew you guys were friends.
Yeah.
But I didn't
that's
realize
where
it was from
we
there.
played
Okay.
best friends on the show.
Okay, so you
and
told
I said,
her.
oh no, we're done. And we were in fact done.
And she
yeah.
said, oh no, we've shot
She
13.
said, we shot 13.
Was just keep saying it. How was what was it like working with Aaron Spelling?
Oh, great.
Yeah?
Great. He was eccentric and amazing and a genius and awesome and you know, it's a cool thing to say that he picked you to be in one of his shows.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
that. It's very cool.
It's a badge of honor.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
It's a badge of honor.
Yeah.
So what?
Same with Bill Bell, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Oh,
it's
wow.
he's an icon.
So what took you back to? I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No,
what were you going to
please.
ask? Probably
No,
the same question I was.
Go ahead, please. I insist.
What took you back to Y&R as Phil? Well, did you go back to Y&R first and then to General Hospital? I guess so.
Yes.
Yes.
I left Y&R for a couple years, and then I went back because they asked me, and I thought, why not go? I mean, it wasn't really much more than that. I know people say, oh, and I felt that.
Well,
And,
did you
know,
love the
sometimes
character?
You just want a paycheck.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
Well,
I
also
mean, I
the
liked
paycheck-
the character,
and
but
also
I
the
was
steady
like,
work.
it would really be fun to like get a weekly paycheck.
Well, when you take that break from daytime sometimes,
and you're doing guest spots,
you're doing
and you're
stuff,
doing
but you're like,
stuff,
I would just
but-
love to be at one place.
Yeah, kind of like I was like, this will be fun. And they also were really excited to have me. And it's really nice to be
It's a nice
somewhere where they want you anywhere. But I left and I think I was kind of burnt out on the character. I mean, it's just, even now, like there's a certain amount, because I don't live, like Phyllis is jacked up all the time. And the way that she's written, especially now, and I really do like it, so don't get me wrong, but she's fighting for her life in every scene. And she's hanging from the cliff. That's like where she is
Emotionally.
on a soul level,
You know,
right?
Yes, I think.
And it's hard.
I know, of course it is. But you're like, you are so profoundly good at that.
Oh.
And so I can imagine Josh just
you.
being like, I have to keep her here because this is where she is.
I like
you
that
do
he
something
does.
that no one
so
else
I'm not
can do.
even right, and I'm not going like, oh, it's and I'm not being like, oh, it's so hard, you know, like
I think
I'm
you're
not
just
being
talking about
that
why you took
asshole.
a break for the from.
Yeah, okay,
from,
that's
from,
all.
I think
Thank
that's
you
all
for
you're
bringing
saying.
me down.
I
You're
think
like-
that's all
you're
you're
like,
saying.
"Girl,
All you're saying
relax."
is like, I played it for a really long time.
No,
I was
played
ready
a
for
long
something
time,
different,
I
and
was
you went
ready-
to General
I was.
Hospital.
I was,
and it
my
was
sister
totally
was
different.
sick at the time, and I think,
Yeah.
and I tweaked, man. I tweaked. Anyone can understand tweaking and I had my kid, and I was like, man, I think I need to do something else, you know. And I did my web series, and
Yes.
and I just like did other stuff, and then Frank asked me to come on GH, and I thought, it was such a different
General
character.
Hospital for people who
General
don't-
Hospital.
Well, no, some people
such
don't
a different
know GH, yeah.
character,
Yeah.
right? And she was like light. There was a lightness about her that I really liked, and I really liked doing it.
I watched your first scene on the show, which was, 30 years ago.
Yeah, over 30 years ago.
And it's funny because you call Danny and you are sort of threatening him and you're home
Yeah.
with the baby and you're like, you're not happy and you slam the phone down at the end. And when you're talking about the baby, I'm like, oh, you're talking about Graz.
The Graz.
Who was my best friend on the show. And when we first had scenes together, I remember making the choice that I'm just going to be terrified of you.
So great.
And then,
So great.
well, like it just there was so much road to hoe with that.
Oh my God, you have to know, like, I'll like walk in the room and he, like when we're shooting, and he goes,
Will just tense up.
She's
and then
would
I
make the choice-
purposely,
Oh,
as
yeah.
the character, get close to him. Or somebody else in the scene is talking and I'm just staring.
you would play on it.
also-
It
yeah,
gave you
it's
something,
also-
but it also gave you something really
it's
fun
so
to do,
great.
right?
fun,
It's
yeah.
so great. And like, that doesn't always happen.
No.
And I think in defense of the actors who don't do that, we go so fast.
We go so fast.
It is an anxiety-ridden job because, like, sometimes I'll start a scene, I'm like, I have no fucking idea what I'm supposed to say in this entire scene. And it comes to me.
Yeah.
It just oddly comes to
Yeah.
me. But sometimes I'm like, don't even know what my lines are.
Well, what about
it
when-
might be early onset Alzheimer's. It might be that, but
I blame perimenopause on everything. So
She does.
yeah.
Right.
We talk about it every week.
Yeah.
But do you? But you
Sorry,
started. You
guys.
started to say this
Sorry.
before that like in life and even when you're looking over your work, you start a scene at A and you the goal is to get to B by the end of it. But something that we all contend with is like, we have different coworkers and different actors that we work with and stuff, and sometimes where your A and your B is may not line up with where your coworker's A and B is. And so how do you navigate, what your idea for a scene is, if or when it's different
hey,
from...
you know what? That's a really interesting question.
I know.
Oh my God.
I'm going to be all actory right
Go ahead.
now.
Okay.
Okay. But I studied with an actress. I studied with acting coach, a couple of them, but one Bobby Lyons, who was from the Actors Studio.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of like background. Like it's all about background and story and where you're coming from. And that was a great foundation. I studied with Ivana Chubbuck,
Oh, yeah.
who and I studied at the tail end with Roy London. Right before he went away to do a film, but he was really going away to die. He knew he was dying. It was so heavy on, it doesn't matter what your partner is doing. It doesn't matter what their objective was. It doesn't matter what they're doing. I'm glad that I have that kind of training, because in life, you don't know what the person's thinking or gonna say to you. So as long as you have a clear idea of what you want and who you are in the scene, the other one can stand on their head and it still works.
Yeah.
So that's the answer.
But you must take elements of like what you learned with Ivana Chubbuck, right? And
Yeah.
whoever that first coach was.
Yeah, Bobby Lyons and Ivana.
Yeah. See, I always think like I feel like I've studied with a bunch of different people and I don't take anyone's method like verbatim. I will say, this nugget that I learned in that class
Right.
is something I'm going to add to my toolbox
Right.
because that works. But I think also it is just what you're saying. It's like it's a back and forth, and you're going to do what you do. I may just have to be listening in a different way, but I can also act and react the way I intend to.
Right. We have there's really great actors on our show too.
The best.
Oh
There,
yeah.
I mean, on yours as well. On
The
yours
whole
as well.
community. I think it is. We are just
Do you know what? I
blessed.
really have something to say about that.
About the
okay.
soap community?
No, I do. I think that if you are good or even somewhat decent on daytime, you're going to kill it out there.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people who I thought were good in daytime, and they're murdering it out there. I mean, if you have good editing, we have good editing, but we're kind of like, here's a scene and we're doing it. It's too fast for someone to take time with us. You know, like it's too fast and we got to come up with what we're doing.
It's the closest thing to live theater.
It is.
really
It really is. And I like that. I like that it's like that, don't
I like
you?
that too.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I think to survive in this medium, you have to like it. It's sink
You
or
have
swim,
to
right?
love to walk
Yeah.
on a tightrope.
Yeah.
It's a free fall.
It really is.
It really is.
Yes.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about how you've done all of this as a single mom. You talked about having 2 children, but you've done it as a single mom. I have 1 child, Michelle, and I find it really hard to find balance, and I struggle with it, and you have 2.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's brutal, as any parent knows. It is humbling.
But I have a partner I can rely on for certain things.
And well, it's good
You
that
know?
because I actually think what would be worse is having a horrible partner who criticizes you all the
That's
time.
true.
Do you know?
That's
so
true.
I have empathy for those folks out there, man or woman. If you have a partner that's constantly undermining you with your kids, like I know that goes on. I don't have that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's
By the way,
cool.
even if you have a great partner, as I think we both do, there are times, and I can only speak for myself, where if Rob is out of town and it's just me and Monty, like you kind of like, you clock into the day in a different way when you're like, there's nobody to pass this baton to. And even though Rob and I have a great rhythm, like we sometimes butt heads on the best way to get from A to B, if you will.
well,
like,
butting heads, not someone who's.
but when there's nobody to do that with, it's like, well, it's my way or the highway.
It's a little
Or-
smoother.
Yeah.
It
yeah,
does
yeah.
go a
Yeah.
little smoothly, but
Yeah, because I've seen it in relationships, and I'm like, ooh, oh wow, I don't have that.
I
That's
love.
cool.
I did read somewhere where you were like, when I was single and I didn't have kids, I'd be like, I'm never doing that. And
Right?
you were
I
an
know.
expert
Well,
on
I think-
child raising.
right?
And I feel the same way.
Right. I think it's natural. People will say, oh, I would never, or like, my kid is not going to watch TV.
I know. I remember I said that
And
to you.
you're
I was
like, I got stuff to do, man. I got stuff to do right there.
here's an iPad, here's a phone, here's the.
Banana, pajama, we're coming. Do you know
You're like,
that
the
one?
show is called Succession.
Didn't you write a blog about?
I did a little bit.
You wrote a blog
Yeah.
about being a single
But
mom.
I mean, like, in the whole thing, like, I don't judge anyone. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
I
It's a
know.
tough gig.
To me, the best analogy for like my pre-parent existence versus my post-parent existence is that you'd see a baby on an airplane and you would just like roll your eyes and be like, I hope this kid's not sitting anywhere near me. And now if there's a baby on an airplane, I look at the parents and I'm like, you got this.
Oh, I feel
You're gonna
so
be okay.
bad. Yeah.
We flew from Aruba to Miami one time. And my son, I gave you a couple tidbits about him earlier, but he was losing his mind. When I took him, there was some lady he was talking to, and I'm like, oh, we have to board, and we did it late. And because everybody who has kids knows you board late, you know, run them around.
Right.
Don't like, so we're boarding late and he's screaming. I'm dragging him. I'm dragging him. He will not get up. And I'm like,
Don't call child services. Don't.
And he's screaming all the way down to our seat, screaming. And I'm like, and it was so beautiful because everybody was seated and they were just looking up at me going, he's going to grow out of it. Like they were so lovely. There wasn't anybody, I've never had anyone go like, oh God. Everybody took such pity on me. That same trip, he decided in Miami to throw himself down on the ground, screaming, crying in the middle of the American Airlines concourse. And women were coming to my aid, going, do you need a granola bar? Is he just like, I've never had people go, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Ever. Because he was so out of control. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, and I'm half down by his hair.
I'll take a granola bar.
Up now.
No, but I'll take it.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I'm
My blood
hungry.
sugar's really low.
I don't think I could handle this without eating. Right?
Oh my God, yes.
Wow. So,
I do.
but how do you do it? How do you manage that? How do you manage?
I don't think I manage it well, I'll be honest.
I disagree.
I don't think I'm good. I think I most of the time don't think. I had a line on the show the other day where Nick says, and you're a good mother. I'm like, I don't think I'm a good mother. And it came from Michelle Stafford. I
Note
don't.
that. Note
I
that.
don't. I screw up all the time. My kids will attest to it, and I do the best I can, like all of us.
That's what we're all doing. And I think the
Yeah.
screw ups are okay. I think we all screw up.
Okay, thank you.
They are. You
Thank
have
you.
to. And you just,
You know, I'm wearing the same shoes from 1993, but my daughter has 5 pairs of Adidas. So
I get it.
You're a good mom.
Yeah.
You're really
That's
good
how
mom.
it is.
I have a question for you. So you do so much. Is there anything that you want to do that you haven't done yet? Are you
In my
writing?
life?
Are you well? Yeah.
oh my
I mean,
God.
career-wise, or
fuck, I'd like to take a vacation. Like, that's what I'd like to do.
Like a real
I'd
vacation?
like to, like, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a while. I'd like to do that. I'd like for one of my kids to make a lot of money and buy me an island.
Wouldn't that be nice?
that would be nice.
That'd be like, that's what I'd
It's not
like.
asking too much.
Well, I mean,
Well, I don't know. I mean, you have
it.
the skincare line, so I didn't know if there was anything
skincare
else you
line.
wanted to do.
You
What-
have
what do
gorgeous
you want-
skin, by the way.
What?
Thank
We
you.
used to go to the same facial.
Oh, you're talking to her.
We did? Who?
We did. A Faith.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
God, I haven't gotten a facial in so long.
you're
Girl.
it's beautiful. Your skin is gorgeous.
You're very sweet.
I've always thought that.
Thank you. It's hard for me to take a compliment.
Yours too.
Oh yeah.
And yours too. But it's phenomenal.
He really put some work.
No, you
into
really.
It. He
no,
does.
and it
he
is.
does.
It is, babe. It
Oh,
is so
thanks.
beautiful.
It feels a little like
It's so
pain.
beautiful.
day
Oh
late,
my
dollar
gosh,
short,
I
you know?
I like us.
I love us.
I love us.
This is a good rhythm.
Yeah.
Oh my
good
God,
dynamic.
Michelle.
Wait, I feel like I need to ask you guys questions.
Go ahead. We're open books.
How do you feel about your roles on your show? Is it everything that you want?
I'm a grandma.
I guess you can't say you're grandma. It's happened to all of us.
Are you?
It's happened
You're.
to-
You're
oh,
yes,
yes.
yes.
You're a
And,
grandma.
and when they put it in a lot.
Oh, a
I'm
lot,
grandma.
a lot,
And they put
a
it in a
lot.
lot. Why do they do that?
They need to establish that they want people to understand that you're the grandma.
You know, a couple times, it's so in there so often that I'm like, I'm really going to embrace this. I'm going to say it as many times as they wrote it in this scene. I'm gonna
I do
embrace it.
too, actually. How do you feel about your role?
Fine.
Are you a grandpa?
I love
I'm
my
not a
role, though,
grandpa.
by the way.
But
I'm smarter than in my role than I am in real life. So I'm a psychiatrist.
Oh,
I've
that's
written
right.
8 books.
She's a therapist.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, world-renowned psychiatrist.
Yes, I'm thrilled with my role. I thank Ron Carlivati all the time for creating this brilliant character.
You're
And
so funny.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And then we have 2 great head writers now who have really sort of like, leaned into his depth a little more.
nice.
And
Nice.
yeah, Paula and Jean Marie. And so yeah, I'm having a great time. And they give me a lot of fun stuff.
We had a cast member.
I sure do miss you guys though.
We had a cast member from his show on earlier, Anna Limicord, and she said that he brings a lot of humor to the show. So you are part of the levity of that
You're
show. They
so
said that
funny.
you are the reason that the show is funny.
You're naturally
Single-handedly.
funny, and so are you.
Well, thanks.
And you're very funny together.
Who's funnier?
God, I knew something was going to
I think you guys are funny in your own special way.
Thanks.
Same way I answer when my kids say, "Who do you like better?
Oh.
No, they don't.
Who's your favorite?
They say
Who's your
that to
favorite?"
you?
And I say, "You're my favorite boy."
Mm-hmm.
I say to my daughter, "You're my favorite girl."
My dad always says to my dad, who has 3 grandsons and a granddaughter, will always say to Monty. First of all, he calls him my main man, Monty, and then he'll always say, "You're my favorite 9-year-old grandson." Yeah, it's really sweet. It's really
sweet.
sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, we talked about your skincare line already.
Yeah.
But if I
SkinNation.com.
were in need of a product or two,
Oh,
where would I go to find them?
I want to talk about.
SkinNation.com.
I want to talk about why you started your skincare line.
Yeah.
Because your sister had
my
cancer.
sister had cancer, stage 3 breast cancer, and I went on a raw food diet in solidarity, to be natural. It's funny because her surgeon in the meeting said, now is a time to, and I cry when I say this, and now that I said I cry when I say this, I won't, so good. So she said, now is the time to rid yourself of unhealthy food and unhealthy people, she said to my sister. And I was like, oh, damn, that's coming from the surgeon. And she had some unhealthy people in her life that she did get rid of, which was awesome. And we no longer talk. No, I'm kidding.
That's crazy.
Just in case.
I mean, geez.
But I thought, there's something to that. There's a lot of doctors who say a lot of it is environmental. I'm not a doctor. So there were so many carcinogens in skincare. I wanted to create something healthy and natural. And so that's why I created it. Yeah.
Did you raise money from your?
Oh no, I've
start it
never
yourself?
taken anybody's money. It has always been what I've made from the company. I put right back into the company.
Yeah.
And it really is like my OGs. They feel good about that. They feel like they were part of it.
Yeah.
And I've never taken any money from it. I haven't made any money from it. It all goes back into the company. Yeah.
Maybe you'll sell your line and make the millions and
I
billions.
would
Buy your
and
own
go on that
island.
big
It'd be
vacation.
awesome.
Yeah.
You can buy your own island.
Oh yeah,
You don't
I'll buy
need
my
Jameson or
own-
Natalia.
I'll buy my own freaking island. Yeah.
That's such
Look-
a sweet story. Go ahead.
Yeah,
what?
no.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, I
We
know
were
that
cutting each other.
we've had a lot of fun, but you truly are remarkable because you have accomplished so much. And you are a one-woman show, and you're raising 2 kids, and you have a skincare line, and you have 8,000 Emmy Awards, and it's remarkable. And you should I hope you take the time to really just sort of celebrate yourself.
Oh, okay.
I'm being
That's
sincere.
so nice.
You do.
But we celebrate ourselves when we're nominated for Emmys.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
We both are nominated.
Yeah,
for
when you're
Emmys.
nominated too. You celebrate. Don't you that night take a moment to go, that was really nice? Because that does not happen in people's lives often,
Yeah.
right? That does not happen to people
yeah.
in this business. And
In any
you have
business,
to
it's
take,
like-
in any business, to be acknowledged, and you just got to take a second and go, that's really cool. That's
Yeah.
you know,
Enough bad stuff happens in life.
Speaking of nominations, just very quickly, I know you have the Susan Flannery started when all of the leading ladies are nominated. She started a luncheon
She
that you
did,
guys
yeah.
have together, and you carried on that tradition this year.
I think everybody does.
What do you all talk about? What are you talking about there at that
We
luncheon?
talk about real stuff. Well, at this last one, it was really great. It was great. It was just our people. Yeah, nobody else could come.
That
That was real
they
sweet.
could
So
write.
it wasn't until I saw the photos that I realized why you were asking for Emily O'Brien's number.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
sweet. But she's in Europe, I think.
Yeah, she's in Europe. But no one was available except the 5 of us. So, and I opened it up to supporting as well. And we got out the pinky swear. We got out the pinky swear because that's when girls, they don't talk. And when you're not going to say. And if you're a girl who pinky swears and then talks, you're not a good girl.
See,
not a
you're
good
that
one.
girl. This is what I said at the beginning.
Yeah.
She's that girl. Michelle's the girl that's just, you are a solid girlfriend.
Well,
you're a solid girlfriend.
yeah.
And you're a solid guy friend.
Yeah, I am good to my guys too.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You're a very unique person.
Oh, thanks.
I love that about you.
But
That's what I always think about when I think about
do this with the girls, and they're like, "Oh, I went to the lunch," and it's like, "What are you doing?" Right? Like, that was a pinky swear.
So you're gonna find out.
Who spoke out of school? Who said what they weren't supposed
We all
to?
did.
Oh, you all did?
Yeah, we all did.
No one's listening. Tell us what was said.
I know. No one's here. No one's here.
It was good
Well,
stories. It was good stories.
Michelle,
We can
You're
stay here all
amazing.
day.
We may or may not have brought up Mick Jagger.
Okay.
did you go on a date with Mick Jagger?
We may or may not have brought up Mick
Did
Jagger.
you go on a date with Mick Jagger?
I did
on.
not. I did not. No, I did not. No.
Not a
I
date.
mean, I wouldn't lie and I wouldn't bring him up and then say I did. So no.
All right. Come back and visit us again, and maybe next time we'll get more. Maybe you can go back to the source and be like, "Can I tell the story?" Or you can off camera tell us who the source
Wouldn't it
was.
be great? Like,
we'll get that source.
Somebody
from you.
had a really great Mick Jagger story.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Michelle is an amazing actress. If you want to catch her,
Yeah.
as Phyllis Summers. I'm just saying
From
Summers.
Melody.
Yeah,
right?
just say
Do you go by
Summers.
Summers? Yeah, I'm not doing the whole thing.
Yeah, because it's Phyllis Summers, Romalotti,
Abbott Newman.
Newman. Stark.
Newman,
Leo Stark.
Stark. Yeah. Leo
Right,
Star.
right. On The Young and the Restless, CBS, weekdays, or on Paramount Plus. Yeah.
Nice.
Will you come back and see us again?
Yes.
And
All right.
If
check
you'd
out her
like me.
skincare line on
SkinNation.com.
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 Yeah.
Or on Amazon.
Or on Amazon.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Soapy. Find us on the CBS YouTube channel, the Odyssey app, or wherever you get your podcasts, and we'll see you next time.